Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a quick video for you today. We're going to be building the Lord Castellan of Cadia, Ursula Creed, daughter of Ursula Castellan. She's got a couple of pretty cool abilities. She's only going to cost you 85 points to put in your Astra Militarum army. A couple of cool abilities. She allows a unit that she's attached to use 2 different orders at once. And she can also reduce the CP cost of a stratagem to 0, which is pretty nifty, if I may say so myself. Especially if you're low on CP and you want to save it. This came with the previous 4 issues of the Combat Patrol. There was an additional $9.99 fee, I think it was, but still saves us 50% of her price because you're going to pick her up for around £23–25. Let's get building. Got my trusty glue, which I've just noticed I haven't cleaned the end of again because I got lazy. There we go, that's that done. It should be pretty straightforward, this. Don't really anticipate there being any hiccups. Where are my clippers? They're over here, where I put them. Right, let's get the legs down. She's got really long legs. She's going to fit nicely in with the Astra Militarum that we've been building recently. The commandos, the shock troopers, the ordnance battery, and the gun things that I can't remember the name of. Let's get these glued together. I forgot what those guns are called now. Heavy artillery? Was that what it's called? I think. Which we went for the las cannons. Got a choice of heads here. We've got one with the helmet on and one without. I think we're going to go with the one without the helmet because kind of like the slick back hair. She looks quite badass. I think we'll just stick that in straight away, to be honest. Yeah, we'll dab a little bit of glue just because. I don't know why, but this girl, she reminds me of Margaret Thatcher. If you know anything about British politics, you'll know that she was a member of Parliament, previous Prime Minister, known as the Iron Lady. Kind of reminds me of her a little bit. What are we doing? Right, we need to stick 3 and 4 over the top. Number 3. I've been painting some more of my Tyranids. You might have seen the last video I made. If you haven't, maybe go have a little look. I'm trying to get my army ready for Tuesday coming, because I'm going to have my first 40k game. Really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Hyped, one might say. Like I said, it's going to be my first ever game. First of hopefully many. So that just goes on there, like that. That's not very flush. Why is that not very flush? Kind of gives her a bit of a belly, that as well. She's a bit of a chubber. Don't be mean. Goes over the back like that. Is that going to stick? Yes, it is sticking. The breastplate, number 5. Down the bottom. Make sure I stick it on the right way around, eh? A little bit of excess. I nearly said a little bit of Essex glue. A little bit of excess glue came out there. What else we got? 6 and 7. I was wondering why there was this like area here that looked like something was missing. Right, 6 is there. Seven's in the middle. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that she can bring a stratagem down to 0 cost. It also says on, I had to look up the stat sheet, it also says she can, even if they've already used that stratagem, they can use it again. Have I messed this up? Does that go, what side does that go on? That goes on that side. Stick a bit of glue on there. Make sure we get some good contact. Oh, let's not stick it to our finger though. That would be tragic. We don't need a cloak on our finger. Ah, that is not flush. It is now. It's still not perfect, but there is a nasty gap there that I do not like. I guess I can fill that. Let's make sure we get this off this side so we don't get the same problem. That's better. That's not sticking at all. Why is that not sticking? It's bouncing off. Let's just hold that there for a minute, give it a bit of pressure. There we go. If my memory of the lore is accurate, didn't her father lead Cadia against the 13th? What was it called? Oh, that's really going to bug me. What was it? I think it was the 13th Black Crusade, wasn't it? I want to say that's when the is it the eye was opened, which allowed chaos to come through. I'm not really too sure about that. I'd probably have to Google it. I'm learning slowly. The lore's so deep on 40k. So deep. I think that's why I like it so much. Right, how's this going on? I probably shouldn't have stuck her head on. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's not too much of a problem. Stick a bit of glue in there and a bit in there. Shit. There we go. Nice. Love those epaulets. It's coming along nicely. Where's our base? What do I do with it? That's here. What's next? We've put the head on, so we want 11 and 10. We've got different arms, or is it just we've got this sigil type thing? Reminds me of the baton from Game of Thrones when she holds it up and the unsullied become hers. Daenerys Targaryen. Let's make sure that that's all nice and neatly snipped. Sometimes I pull the models too close to me and I realise afterwards that they're not on the camera very well. That always annoys me. I can't imagine how somebody that's watching would feel. I can't see the damn model, dude. Okay, let's get those arms on. I would imagine she's holding that sword up. No, she's holding it down. Okay, I might put it on so she's holding it up. Or not, because it doesn't really go like that. It kind of has to go like that. That's a bit disappointing. Would have been cool if she was kind of holding it up, like pointing it out. In fact, let me try. Let me just try. Maybe if I cut that bit off. I kind of want it like that. Nah. Alright, we're not going to do that. We're going to put it how it's supposed to be. And that's like that. I thought it might look quite cool up there, but I'm not confident enough to do kit bashing like that, or whatever you call it, customization. It was kind of hanging over the back a bit too much, which means I would have had to trim the arm down. And I don't want to mess the whole thing up. Right, what do we need? 13 and 12. Dual pistols. 12's here. 13's up on the top right. And they're just going on her kit belt. You ever see those like Western films where the gun looks like it's round the wrong way on their belts, and you think, well, how the fuck do you draw that so quickly? It looks like it's backwards. We're going to make sure that these are on the way that I think they should go on, which is, I mean, that is the way that they're on there. Love that. Just imagine her running along. Duty and faith, Cadia and the God Emperor. I fight for them all, as my father did before me. What a legend. What we got? 14 and 15. So big chunky bits to hold this together. There we go. Right, that glue smells really strong today. How are we putting that together? There should be two little bits like that. What? What the... What? Is it like that? Oh, like that. Okay, I see. Right. Let's stick the glue across there then. That took me a hot minute to figure that out. And now I can't figure it out again. What the feck? There we go, like that. There we go. That's slightly awkward. So that sticks on the base like that then, does it? First of all, we've got to put part 16 in there. I like it when they get their own little custom bases like this. It adds much more character to a model, doesn't it? Or I think it does, anyway. So that goes like that, if I'm looking at that right. It doesn't go very flush. Anyway. And then we stick this to the base. Loving that. What's next? We've got the banner that goes over here somewhere. This is a little bit tricky. Ooh, did not like that. Maybe these blades need sharpening. God knows how you would do that. That's a point. How would you sharpen clippers? Right, that goes... Where does that go? It goes like behind here somewhere. Let's make sure that's pushed on nice and firmly. How is that on the model? It's... So if I'm looking at it like that, it goes there, according to this. I would have thought there would have been a little hole that you could just put it in, but there's not. It feels like it's more there. Oh, there's a little... Oh, there's a little bit behind. Okay, I see. Just in here. That's a very small contact point. I do not like that at all. Yeah, that's a really small contact point. I might actually stick a dab of... No, I don't want to mess that. That feels pretty secure, actually, to be fair. I think the fact that this like rope is slightly hooked through there kind of gives it a little bit more stability. So we need to stick her on. She goes in that little slot there. That's what I was expecting for the banner, to be honest. Let's put a little bit on her foot as well. I think it's going to be standing on that rock, isn't it? Love that. What's like? We've got number 18, a helmet. Here. What's that? It's stuck on the ground. I guess anywhere I want. Just stick it like down there. I mean, it points out a specific spot. Oh, I see. Probably should have stuck this on before I stuck her on, to be honest. Oh well, never mind. It's going to go in there like that. If I can do it. Let's use the clippers. There we go. What else we got here? It's like binoculars or something. Is that for a different version? I don't see them on the instructions. I've not left them off. I imagine imagine they're supposed to be around her neck, and I'd put her head on and forgot to put the binoculars on. Yeah, we're done. That's finished. I'll put her on the rotating display, and you guys can have a look at it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.